So lately, I've been really into the idea of making passive income. If you're not exactly sure what that is, that's pretty much the opposite of our 9-to-5s when we trade time for money. Passive income is about putting a lot of time and effort into something upfront, but then making a lot of money from the same thing passively in the future. That pretty much means that you can make money when you are traveling, hang out with your loved ones, or even when you are sleeping. I have been doing a lot of research about like Amazon FBA, selling on Etsy, like investing, real estate rentals, like things like that. And one of the really popular passive income topics that I keep seeing is selling courses on Udemy. If you're not familiar with what Udemy is one of the world's largest online marketplaces for online courses. And on Udemy, you can find a course pretty much on everything, like anything from design, coding, writing, all the way to like time management, personal development, and career advice. So yeah, there are a ton of courses out there. Like odds are, whatever it is that you want to learn about, you can probably find a course on Udemy. The most attractive part about Udemy, and the reason why it's so widely popular, is that Udemy very often runs those sales events or promotions where a lot of courses they would normally purchase for between $50 to $200 for just anywhere between like $10 to $20, which can be really cool if you're obviously trying to learn on a budget. So as a course creator, you need to understand that sometimes your course would be sold for like $9, but because they have such a high volume of customers, Udemy tends to make up for that low price. And in this video, I wanted to share with you how much money I made my first month selling my first course on Udemy. So I currently only have one. Before we jump into the actual numbers, I wanted to go over the Udemy revenue breakdown or the revenue sharing, just so it makes sense, you know, like why numbers can vary so much. If you are already an experienced Udemy instructor, or if you at least like you know enough about it, you can just skip to this timestamp and just get straight to where I talk about how much money I made. But if you're still trying to learn a little bit more about how Udemy works, if you're considering creating your first course, you can continue watching. Anyways, here's how revenue sharing works on Udemy. How much you make per each course sell can really vary depending on the channel that student came from. By the way, you probably already noticed that the audio in this video is very messed up. So I apologize for that because, you know, I just got a new mic and I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, so there are generally 4 different revenue channels that you need to know about. So the first one is your promotion. That is when you are promoting your own course and you have your own link and you are referring students to your course. If a student purchases that course using your link, you will get 97% of whatever the student paid for that course. So you definitely should always be trying to promote your own course. Now, the second revenue channel is Udemy Organic. That's when the student, usually an existing Udemy student, is browsing around looking at different courses. They stumble upon your course, they purchase your course. You would get 25% of whatever the student paid for your course. Now, the third channel is Udemy ad program. That is when Udemy would send targeted ads to a student that they think might be interested in your course. Maybe they purchased a similar course, or maybe they looked at your course but didn't purchase it the first time. Udemy will then send things like email campaigns, so email reminders to the students promoting your course again. If the student purchases your course through the ad program, you will also get 25%. And now finally, the fourth revenue channel is Udemy affiliates. So I assume a lot of people who are watching this video probably already know what affiliate marketing is, but that is pretty much when somebody else is promoting your product. So let's say, you know, you have friends promoting your course, or just like other content creators promoting your course. If a student purchases your course using the affiliate link, you will also get 25% of that revenue, and then the leftover 75% will be split between the affiliate and Udemy. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. Oh, and by the way, all these numbers are based on what the revenue sharing looks like right now as I'm filming this video, because again, these numbers can really change depending on when you're watching this video. So keep that in mind. You probably noticed that you make significantly less if your course was purchased through the ad program, affiliate, or Udemy Organic, but that is because you are not actively putting in a lot of time and effort into promoting that course. So it's either Udemy or the affiliate are doing all that work for you. So technically they do deserve to get paid more. But that's the nice thing about Udemy is that, again, they do quite a bit of work promoting your course for you. And even if you are making less money, it's still pretty great considering it's passive. And so that is why your income can really vary depending on, again, where your students come from. Obviously, you want to promote your own course as much as you can, but also Udemy does a pretty good job at promoting your courses, which is why it's such a good source of income, because they end up doing a lot of work for you. So anyways, let me give you a backstory of how I created my course. I pretty much launched my course around beginning of April, and it is beginning of May right now. So it's been about 1 month. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering what my course is about, I know I wonder that a lot when I'm watching other people's videos. It's like, okay, great, you made a bunch of money, but what is your course about so I know? To answer your question, my course is about interview tips and interview strategy. I have a background in HR and recruiting, so that's something that I know a lot about. I know nothing about like coding and data science and things like that, but that is the skill that I felt like I was qualified enough to teach other people. And so I created my first course, Interviews in Their Lives, and put all of them into this course. It is a relatively shorter course. It's about 40 minutes long. I think it took me about 2 to 3 weeks to complete everything. I mean, obviously I wasn't like working on my course full time. I would just take a few days here and there. So actually I did some research online before I published my video, and a lot of people were recommending to make your course free for the first however long, like a week, a month, or some people even did it for 6 months, because that helps you to get more enrollment and build more social proof, which I guess makes sense because I'm not sure about you guys, but whenever I buy something, I like to buy things that have a lot of reviews, especially positive reviews. So that's pretty much what I did. I made my course free for the first week. And honestly, the organic traffic and like the enrollments were way better than I expected. I gained about 380 students. And then after 1 week, I switched my course to a paid course, which by the way, I found out that Udemy only lets you switch from like paid to unpaid or the other way around once. So they pretty much gave me a warning, like if you make it a paid course, it's never going to be free again. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make money, so I am okay with that. In terms of pricing, I decided to price it pretty modestly since it is my very first course. And in terms of the quality, like I've downloaded a few other courses just to compare. It definitely wasn't like the lowest quality, but it wasn't always like the highest quality if we're talking about like the video and audio. So anyway, I priced it at $29.99, so about $30. And then to make it more affordable and get more traffic at the beginning, I also implemented a coupon and made it even cheaper than that. So most of the people were able to purchase my course for like $12.99 or so. So it's again pretty low, but you gotta start from somewhere. So anyways, here's how much money I made my first month selling just one course at $12.99. And it is, drumbeat, $42.83. Womp womp. So obviously that is not enough to cover my full-time income, but it's almost enough to cover my Wi-Fi bill. So, you know, little wins. Put things in perspective. Well, okay, let's be real. It's only been 1 month and I only have one course. Most of the Udemy instructors that I've seen who make 4, 5, or even 6-figure income from Udemy usually have multiple courses, and they definitely have been on the platform for more than 1 month. Let's also take a look at my analytics tab, which is where you can see where most of that money came from. So as you can see from my analytics dashboard, most of my sales came from my own promotion, which probably means that most of my students found my course through my website or through my LinkedIn profile, and that's how they enrolled. And then I made one sale from an ad program and another sale from an affiliate program. And over here, you can also see the breakdown. So obviously when it was my promotion, I pretty much got the majority of that money, When it was an affiliate, I got, which is probably supposed to be 25%, and same from the ad program. So again, obviously if it was all my promotion, I would have made more money, and I could have also like made less money if I just relied on organic traffic and affiliates. So here's another thing that we should probably talk about, and it's something that a lot of you may know. It kind of works the same way on YouTube. The amount of money that you make also heavily depends on your niche and the topic of your course. So obviously there are more people who go on Udemy to learn some more technical skills, such as, like design, coding, and data science. Those courses usually go for a higher price, and then there are more people who are willing to invest in that. My course is about interviewing, which, I personally think there's a quite high return on investment if you, do well in your interview and get this like your dream job, but that's not generally something that people go and buy courses on. Like people would go and like read articles about it, people would go and watch YouTube videos on that topic, but it's not something that you really like buy a course on, which again, I do see that there are still a lot of very high performing courses on Udemy that cover similar topic that I'm sure are making quite a bit of money just because of how many enrollments they have. But for an average new course creator, I know it's going to take me some time to make money. So what I like about Udemy is that they have some really cool like tools and analytics that you can look at. So if you look up under tools and go to Marketplace Insight, the Marketplace Insight tool is a great tool if you're still trying to figure out, what kind of niche or what kind of topic you want to cover, if you have several options. So I would definitely check that out because that will help you to figure out whether, that course is worth your investment. So let's say you go to like interviewing skills, like this is what I made a course about, and it's going to show you what you can expect to make as a typical course creator, like how much your typical course would bring in on a monthly basis. Number one thing that you can see is that demand for these courses is pretty high, so that's good to know. The median monthly revenue would be $13 per month, and by the way, this is not average, this is median, so in case you don't know the difference, you should definitely look that up. And then there's top monthly revenue. So this is how much top courses on the similar topic make on Udemy every month. Okay, but considering the median for this type of topic is about $13 and my course made over $40, that's actually not too bad. It actually makes me feel a lot better, I'm not going to lie. And I'm definitely hoping that one day I can make as much money as some of those top courses in my niche make, but as a brand new instructor, I'm not complaining too much. And by the way, you can scroll down and look at the top performing courses within whatever niche that you pick. So like here, this is the most popular course in my niche. If you want to like invest into buying some of those courses just to see what your competition does, like I think that is a good idea. Now let's put let's say user experience design and see how much courses in that niche would make. Okay, you can see that it's much higher because it is a very popular field and a lot more people willing to invest in a good course just to learn those technical skills. So that kind of makes sense. But yeah, that is pretty much it for me today. Just like I mentioned, I only currently have one course. It's only been 1 month and I honestly haven't done too much of promotion activity. So there are a ton of people who are making full-time income creating courses on Udemy. So I still think that you should definitely consider that if you want to get into online course space. And let me know in the comments down below if you want me to film a follow-up video, or you can also hit the like button just so that you know that you enjoyed watching this video. I personally really like learning how much people make on certain platforms. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!